action.
Hi, I'm Mary Williams, health and wellness coach, and today I'm going to be preparing a quick and easy meal. It's just asparagus, but what I have my asparagus here, and then I'm just going to season it with just um, the Land O'Lakes Saute Express, and somebody put my ingredients up, and a little garlic salt, just a little bit. So I already have my cast iron skillet, which I've come to love, heating. And then I'm going to take one of these Land O'Lakes. I'm going to just cut it. Now, as I stated, the cast iron skillet is already heating. And just put a little of this in there. I'm kind of spread it out a little bit. Maybe about a half a block. Try to get some all over the skillet. Spread it out a little bit here. And I don't like the end, the big ends on my asparagus. So what I always do is just cut a little bit, about an inch off the end. Sometimes it gets a little hard, and I just cut that off. And then I take my asparagus and I place it in the pan. I try to have it a little even. And then I just sprinkle just a very little garlic salt over it. And you can use garlic powder as opposed to garlic salt, especially if you have high blood pressure. My blood pressure is really, really low, so a little extra salt won't hurt. And then I just cook it for maybe like 3 to 5 minutes. And what I do is I just kind of roll it around a little bit so all of the asparagus gets a little of the butter on it, and then get some heat on it. And I don't necessarily do it the entire time, but just a little bit periodically. And I'm going to grab a plate, and then that kind of helps it to cook. And I like my asparagus to be crunchy, crispy. I don't like to cook it too hard because I don't like to cook all the nutrients out. Excuse me. And you can already see it's getting a little, you can tell it's getting a little tender by the way it's looking, getting a little glazed over. And I'm going to grab a plate where you just kind of watch the pot cook here. So I can put on, that's all I do. Don't want to let it sit on there on one side too long because it may cook a little too much. And it just kind of evens it out. And then just a little more. I say about 3 minutes. It may not even necessarily cook that long. And I still have some asparagus left. I may go ahead and cook that. We have a smaller family, so we don't cook a lot of it. But what I do is when I make my green smoothies, which will consist of kale, either normally my bases are kale, spinach, and or field salad. And then I would put some fruit in there. I always have a banana. Here's my banana. It's a little ripe, but I will put that in there. And then I have my kale, normally, or spinach, or field salad. Banana and strawberry are my bases, and a green apple. And then either add some water or some green tea, some brewed green tea, and mix it up in my Ninja. And then sometimes when I have asparagus, I put it in there. And asparagus has a lot of nutrients, but one of the things that it does for you is that it filters through your urinary tract. And sometimes when people eat asparagus, they do report a strong smell when they urinate. And I just believe that that's it, just cleaning out the impurities in your urinary tract system. So, but I do put that in there, and when I make my smoothies, I call it food with a purpose. because I put ingredients like I put turmeric in there, which helps with inflammation and also helps with blood sugar. And I put cinnamon. I'm a diabetic, so that helps with blood sugar. I put chia seed and a little local honey, which helps with the allergies. And I just mixed it up in my smoothie. I know I'm not making that, but I'm just telling you about the extra asparagus I may have. And then this is pretty much how I like my asparagus. I'm not sure if this has been 3 minutes or not, but then I just go ahead and I lift it out on the plate. And you can see it's all of it has a little flavor on it, has a little butter on it, and it still has a nice crunch. And not sure if you can hear that. It's really tasty. It's still green on the inside, so it still has a lot of nutrients. So I want to thank you for stopping by today to watch my video. This is low calorie, low carb, high micronutrient meal. Thank you. It's Mary Williams, the Health and Wellness Coach.